The rubbish tip in Phnom Penh. An indescribable stench. Burning rubbish, smoking trash. The rotting garbage of 1 million people. Unbelievably, it's home to some, while others hang on to the rubbish trucks, searching for anything to scavenge, anything to sell. This is the end of the line. Whole families trapped in poverty, locked in debt, with nowhere to turn. But even here, there's a determination to survive, to make a better life. And when that's mixed with support and business investment, the result is a recipe for success. Meet Chan Suna, shopkeeper. She's making her specialty, tek kite juice. They're flavoured ice slushies. For 23-year-old Suna, it's a lucrative part of the small grocery that supports her and her 4-year-old son, Sektun. She juggles the constant work of running a new business with motherhood, making sure she has everything ready for her customers. It's a full life for someone who grew up in the country, was orphaned at 15, married at 19, then moved to the city. Suna was a mother at 20, but widowed just a few months later when her husband died of malaria. Suna had nothing and risked ending up at the rubbish heap as well. So determined to avoid that, she went on to the street to forage for tin cans and plastic bags to sell.
It's hard work. I'd come out before dawn and stay all day. Sometimes there's nothing left. So many others have already looked through the trash.
Finally, she earned enough for a cart, but there was no money left. And a money lender would charge 400% interest for a loan. In spite of her exhausting work, the future seemed hopeless. But Suna's turned a corner. She still gets up at dawn, but now she's working at her own business, a grocery shop. It was started with just $25, borrowed from VisionFund, World Vision's business loans program. This loan gave her the capital she couldn't afford to get anywhere else. She supplied the business acumen, the hard work and determination to sell what local people want to buy. Behind the shop, she lives with her in-laws. They make their income from collecting waste oil and reselling it. They're proud of their new home. Now their 6 children are grown, they share it with Suna and Sektun. They have a life they couldn't have dreamed of during the Pol Pot genocide. When their land was taken, they starved and almost died. Now they've got a home and food to eat. But as well as their material needs, they've got even more. Suna has a sense of pride, knowing her business and hard work is helping her family now and in the future. The loan that revolutionized Suna's life is one of thousands made to women in this part of Cambodia. Each 2 weeks, Suna goes to make her loan repayments. She meets with her VisionFund community bank group, who can give her good business ideas and support. Today's payments made, verified with a thumbprint, a step closer to paying off her loan. It's nearly midday and the shop's busy. It doesn't sound much, but now Suna makes a profit of $2 a day in a country where the average income is just $1 a day, and she doesn't want to stop there.
I want to expand the shop to make a supermarket. Most of all, I want to earn enough to give my son the education I never got.
Now, thanks to the VisionFund loan, Suna and Sektun have confidence and hope for the future. Leaving the city, you head into the countryside of Kandal in central Cambodia. It's harvest time. The rice is being gathered, ready for another enterprising Cambodian woman, Phon. She collects the 15-kilogram sack of grain on her motorbike and then her business gets underway. It's simple but effective. She takes an everyday product and adds value.
Phon is an example of a very hard-working entrepreneur who knows her business well, but just needed access to that financial resources in order to make things work for her and her family.
A VisionFund loan helped buy this machine that grinds and mixes rice. It's meant production could double. It takes a lot more effort for the family to make twice as much dough, but there are real rewards as well as challenges. Her husband handmade the wheels needed to drive the extra production. Their youngest son helps before school. Then the numban jok, rice noodles, squeeze into the cooking pot. The business is based on an everyday part of the local diet. She's turned it into a profitable enterprise. There was always a market for the noodles, but without the VisionFund investment, she could only produce enough to just survive. Soon, this batch of noodles are cooked, plunged into cold water to cool, rinsed and cooled again. Then Phon packs the noodles into the leaf-lined baskets ready for sale. Each basket load made to order. A loop of noodles, a serving for a customer.
I've made noodles all my life. It's a big change from producing for my family to going into business. The loans mean I've been able to send my children to school, pay for medical bills. I've bought a house, and I can help other people in my neighborhood.
But this isn't just about giving loans to help Phon and her family. There's a bigger strategy here, one that helps whole communities work their way out of poverty. Here's what happens. World Vision gets to know the people and their needs, then works with the community over many years.
World Vision started creating school buildings, provided support so that people could send their children to school.
World Vision Child Sponsorship helps local children with the costs of getting an education. That investment in education gives children previously unimagined opportunities for the future. It all builds trust with the community over many years. Health centres are built in a country where there's hardly any medical help, and illness forces many into poverty. So to make sure that new businesses can succeed, key infrastructure investments are made in the community.
Roads are constructed so that products can easily go to market. Leaders are trained, and these are essential foundations for businesses to grow.
Phon uses basic technology to produce to order, so there's no waste.
Hello.
And she's reliable, known for her distinctive noodles, so there are plenty of orders. She's paid off 6 loans already, from $25 to nearly $100. Now, the 7th and final loan is repaid, and she shares all she's learned in her VisionFund Community Bank group, mentoring them as they establish their businesses. And it's not just knowledge she shares. What she pays back in loans is reinvested in other business entrepreneurs, creating an investment cycle that keeps on working. So, here's the important thing. This isn't a handout. It's an investment.
A good thing with helping or supporting microfinance institutions like VisionFund is that the money or the contributions that people make lasts for a long time. It's a big bang for the buck.
It's 12 hours since Phon's day began. Outside the big garment factories, the vendors are setting up their stalls. In a few minutes, the workers will finish for the day, and this is where Phon's noodles are sold. It's a lucrative market for takeaway noodles, and as darkness falls, the workers start streaming out. Phon's noodles may feed the workers, but her business success has a much greater impact. It means her family has a better life. More businesses are created, and whole communities can sustain themselves.